Hi, welcome back to the Bite Size Builds channel. Today we're going to be talking about how I made a level meter from the starter kit for the from the Arduino starter kit. And this is a Bite Size Builds blog, so if you could please subscribe to the blog, and if you want to our YouTube channel to get more notifications and videos. So we're going to start with the level meter by going over what we always go over. Is like the components and the wiring. So we're gonna start with all the components. First, we've got our 3 LEDs. We've already used these, so these are pretty familiar. Then we've got right here this little black semicircle, 3D semicircle, is actually a temperature sensor. So this is actually the base functioning of the entire level meter. This is what it's built off of, the temperature sensor. Now the wiring for the temperature sensor, you got the orange goes to ground. So your orange wire over here, this orange wire goes to ground. Then on the other side, I don't know if you can see, it's a bit hard to see, but you've got a yellow wire and that connects to power, which is our red wire, and that goes to 5 volts, and black wire goes to ground. We know this already. And then the other yellow wire in the very middle, it goes all the way to pin A0, which we're going to see the function of later. Then we've got 3 of our analog pins, and these three digital pins right here connect to pins 2, 3, and 4, and these are to control the LEDs. So each orange wire represents the code that flows through. Then you've got the LEDs themselves, and you've got resistors that connect to the ground, just to resist the power flow, so that you can actually really see the light being emitted from the LED really well. Okay, so now that we've talked about the entire build, we're going to go ahead straight to the code. But I'm actually going to make one quick note. This board right here, this is an Arduino Uno, but it's not the one I've been using. Here is the one I've been using. This is the Arduino Uno that comes in the starter kit. So I didn't use this because on one of the pins, because I've been using this for a long time, on one of the pins, there was kind of a faulty mechanism. So I had to switch it out. So yeah, take a good look at this guy. It's a very advanced, very advanced board. A PCB, so a printed circuit board. Now we're going to go with the code, of course, as we do in every video. So let me bring my computer in here. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to start at the very first line. Constant sensor pin, so this is our sensor pin. We already talked about this, A0. Then float baseline temp. This is our temperature that's going to be the baseline. And the level meter doesn't actually, it doesn't actually work with the amount of Riz you have. It's actually the amount of your body temperature. So there's temperature sensor will take your body temperature, and based on your body temperature, it will come up with the amount of love you have. And that's the baseline temp for how many lights are switched on. Void setup. Now over here in the void setup, we're just like setting some parameters. So we're saying that we're just like kind of starting the code. So everything we want everything to be low first. Then we're gonna go with void loop, and the first one is just talking about the sensor pin, which is where our temperature sensor is. The second one, float voltage right here. This is calculating voltage, and then you got float temperature, which calculates temperature that gets outputted into the serial monitor, which you guys can't see right now, but it's over here-ish. Then you've got the if statements. So here you've got if, else, right? And here this is for each case. So if your baseline temp is some amount, then it'll turn some amount of lights on, and so on and so forth. And then we've got delay 1. So now to our favorite part of the video, we are going to show how it works. Now my hands are very cold right now, and the room is actually pretty warm right now, so it won't work to the fullest extent, but I'm just trying to give you guys kind of an overview of what it should look like kind of a bit when you build this yourself, which I'm hoping you do with all of our other projects as well. So now it's just calibrating, And then when I put my fingers on here, it'll light up. And as you can see, there's a big change. It's mainly sticking out one dot because my hand's cold, right? So it's actually pretty accurate. If your temperature sensor isn't working, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna test this wire. So if you wiggle it and on your serial monitor, you'll see like a big range of values, then something's wrong with this wire connection over here. There are instances where the temperature sensor is wrong. It's just not as common. You can check your resistor values. That is something you should definitely check. But I think that's it. This was a pretty fun project. It's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite either. It was fun to kind of work through the challenges of this one. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe to the blog and the YouTube channel to get more info. And thank you for watching Bite-Sized Builds.